Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing something totally different. I'm actually going to be doing like a cleansing fast using celery juice, watermelon, and tea only throughout the day, and I kind of took you guys along with me, so stay tuned if you kind of want to see what I do throughout the day while I'm cleansing, fasting, and then stay tuned also afterwards if you want to know more details on like how I felt, why I chose those fruits and teas and celery, and just to answer any questions that I think you guys may have. So I recorded this yesterday, but today is going to be basically my recap because I was super kind of like tired and exhausted from my workout and then from also cleansing. So stay tuned and I hope you enjoy.
Good morning. I haven't even washed my face or brushed my teeth yet, so let's go do it. So my bestie just called me and said that she has an extra ticket to a spin class, and I normally always do spin by myself, but I'm gonna go with her so that I can have some girl time, so that should be fun. So I'm gonna drink some lemon water, change, and then get ready to go to that with her, and then probably on the way back or when I come back I'll eat some watermelon and then have my celery juice. So for those of you that don't already know, I normally just eat raw foods throughout the day, and then I have like a heavier dinner at nighttime. So it's really easy for me to just eat like raw foods or not eat heavy in the morning. I usually just do my celery juice and water or watermelon. So right now I'm going to do just 16 ounces of water with lemon, with half a lemon in it, and then I'm gonna go to the spin class, and then I'll come back and eat some watermelon. So I'm all ready to go to spin class. I just finished my 16 ounces of lemon water, but I was thinking for after my class, I usually don't drink water while I'm working out. But I was thinking for after my spin class, on my way back home, I should drink some lemon water too. So I'm gonna fill up a water bottle with lemon and drink that on my way back home. On our way to class, I got my 16 ounces of water. I'm with my best friend, Ryan. So we'll see how it goes. I'll let you guys know. All done.
It was good.
It was a good one.
It was a good sweat.
Got my water. It's nice outside too. Okay, y'all, so I still haven't finished this last bit of this 16, and this is a little more than 16 ounces, but I haven't finished it all yet, so I'm going to finish this, and then I'm going to do some weights, and I am starting to get hungry, so that I'm going to eat the watermelon after that. eat that and then shower and get ready for the day. This is how I eat my watermelon. I just cut it and then spoon it. Yeah. Okay, y'all, I'm pretty much done. I have like a few more bites, but I'm getting really full. So I'm gonna get in the shower now. Quick update, I just got out the shower. I need to get ready so that I can go run a few errands. I'm still super full off of that watermelon. I need to go pick up some celery juice and grab a few things for food for the week. And yeah, the curls are back. I was going to go to the store right after I got out of the shower, but I actually had to do some waxing. I had to do some self-care stuff, you know what I'm saying? And then I am kind of a little bit hungry now, and I don't want to go to the store hungry. So one tip that I always say is when you are doing like any type of new cleanse, diet, even eating plant-based, if you've never ate plant-based before, always, oh, I look so bright. Always make sure that you are full or that you are satiated. Otherwise, you're gonna like crave foods or want foods that you're not eating while you're on this cleanse. So that's a tip. I'm gonna eat that other half of that watermelon, and that'll probably be the only thing that I'll eat the rest of the day. Everything else will be juices because I'm actually still like pretty good, but I just don't want to go to the store full. Oh, Rocco wants to say hi. What? I'm about to go in. Here's my watermelon. I already started. And then I'm probably gonna take some herbs after, or like a little bit later when I come back, and then I'll have my juices. All right, this half is done. I'm full. Okay guys, so I just got home from running those errands and I am about to make some celery juice. It is literally like, let me see, what time is it? 6:20. So normally I never have my celery juice this late, but since I had a full watermelon all day today, and then that 32 ounces of water, and I've been pretty content the whole time. I haven't been like forcing myself to drink anything or eat anything unless I was hungry. And I did have like almost like a 2-hour workout today, so I'm feeling really relaxed, and almost like I can go to sleep early tonight. And usually I notice that happens like when I'm on like any type of cleanses sometimes too, or if I like work out as well, because I just kind of like overdo my body a little bit. But that'll be good because I'll get some good rest. But that's where I'm at right now. I am about to clean the juicer so I can make some celery juice. Okay, so here goes my first glass. I'm just gonna sip it while I work on some art. So I'll let you guys know how it goes. Okay, you guys, I am on my second celery juice. Feeling good. I actually feel like a lot more energy now, so that's good. So I'm starting to work on this art piece. I need to finish it. So how do I turn back around? So yeah, I'll probably be working on that tonight, and I'll check in with you guys in a little bit to see how I'm feeling. Okay, you guys, so this is probably the last thing I'm gonna have tonight. Besides, I may have a little bit of water after, but that's most likely gonna cap the night for me. And that is some chaga tea. And normally I drink it with like maple syrup, but for tonight's purposes, I have it just with the Yogi Detox tea that I love, and I'll leave the description for that, or put it on one of the sides here. But I'm probably just gonna have that, and then I'm gonna like pass out, you guys. I know today was like really chill and like a little bit boring. But today was my day to like get stuff done and like get a really good hard workout in. So and I knew that I was going to be doing this fast today, especially because we have the full moon tonight. So I'm going to do a full moon ritual meditation and get my butt to bed early so that I can wake up early. All right, so I hope you guys enjoyed, and tomorrow I'll be able to give you guys a better recap of how I was feeling and stuff today during different times and how I got through certain things and whatnot. I mean, it really was an easy day for me, but I'll just kind of recap everything. All right, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.
Okay, now that you guys have watched my whole day of me cleansing and working out and kind of just doing my thing and relaxing while I was on my fast, I wanted to answer some questions that I know that you guys are most likely going to have. And if I don't answer them, definitely leave the comments down below and I will get to them when I can. So I wrote a little list so that I remembered what I wanted to answer, what questions I knew that you guys may have. So why am I cleansing? Why am I fasting? So you may have this question because you can see my skin is healed. I don't have any ulcerative colitis issues or autoimmune disease issues anymore. But the truth is that, like, over the years I had in my 20s dealt with like a lot of medications and drugs that I was using from pharmaceutical drugs, not actual drugs, that could still be deep in my liver that can take some time to like really remove. So although I don't have any real issues anymore, ideally you do want to still cleanse at least like once a year, whether it's like a long 12-day cleanse or whether you cleanse every week or every month, you know, just to kind of keep your body in the best optimal possible shape that it can be in internally and externally. Now, the reason I say this is because due to the environmental toxins, I mean, just like, for example, out here living in California, we had all of these fires and we are breathing in all of this smoke. This is not good for our organs and our lungs or anything like that as well. So just like I said, just things like that, they're spraying stuff all the time in the sky on us. Just even fragrances, perfumes, anything that we're like breathing in, or even being in certain environments that have toxic chemicals and we breathe them or touch them. These are all environmental toxins that we can't really stay away from. So it's good for us to do some natural cleansing or detoxing, which is why I also do the celery juice every day. So I know that some of you guys that know my story know that I ate raw vegan for 7 months. That was super deep cleansing for me. And then 5 of those 7 months I ate raw vegan, but I also cut out fats and salts, which slow down your detoxing process. Now, I did this to really speed up the process of my healing from my skin issues from the topical steroid withdrawal. Now, for those of you that don't know, I already eat raw vegan for the most part, the most of the day. I usually eat raw until dinner time. So I'll have raw foods and fruits and vegetables until one meal of the day, which usually is at the end of the day, which is dinner time. So it's really easy for me to incorporate different fasting and cleansing techniques because I kind of already do them on a daily anyways, but I kind of wanted to start incorporating at least once a week either a fully raw day or maybe both, maybe along with the fully raw day, a full cleanse day where I just do like a water fast or juicing all day. Now, what this does is it gives the body a food vacation, a break, you know, because a lot of times when we are eating all the day, our body has to take time to digest those foods. Now, did you know that it takes 80% of your body's energy to digest, just to digest your foods? So what does that mean for us? Well, that means that while we're eating, we're actually not giving our bodies the full capacity or that full extent of being able to completely focus on healing if you have any healing issues, or detoxing if you're trying to detox some chemical or pharmaceutical or birth control or whatever it may be out of your body. Virus. So with all that said, I just kind of wanted to, now that I'm in a great place of my healing, I still want to be able to do that on a weekly basis, and I just feel so much more energy. And to be honest with you guys, another reason why I wanted to do it too was because the full moon was coming, and it was the October blue full moon, which is the only month that we had 2 full moons in. And if you don't know already, I'm really in tune with the full moons and doing my meditations during the full moons and manifesting what I want in the future, and doing those, just like I said, very mindful moon meditations, and cleansing my space and releasing and letting go. So that's a very important time for me. It's a very powerful time for all of us, but not everybody kind of takes it to that caution like I do. But because of this moon coming, I thought, well, you know, it would be a great day to do that, because the more that you are able to fast and cleanse, you will actually find once you do it that you feel more in tune with yourself, but also more in tune with the divine, the Most High. So you can hear messages and downloads from the universe a lot clearer. You may even get a little bit more emotional because there's something called the emotional detox as well, which a lot of people don't really talk about. If you've been on any type of cleanse or detox, you may know what I'm talking about. But if you're kind of doing something like, even when I was eating raw vegan for those 7 months, I did have some emotional detoxes where things and past traumas and hurt and issues that I had never dealt with came up emotionally, and I had to face them. So that's also something that I'm kind of willing to like work through now. Not that I have any crazy problems or anything, but there are some things that I can still work on. We are a never-ending journey of healing ourselves. That's how I look at it. So that was one of the other reasons why I wanted to do it. So next up, why did you use watermelon, celery, and tea? These were just things I just happened to decide that I wanted to, cleanse on, but there's specific reasons for it. So lemon water is normally what I drink every day upon waking up, 32 ounces. This cleanses the blood, it cleanses the liver, and is easy for the digestion on the body, kind of helps everything kind of get moving. And lemon also has the hydrochloric acid that helps break down any foods in the gut as well, or any fats. So I always start off with that. And then normally I'll go into the celery juice within like 30 minutes to an hour after. But if I'm going to have watermelon, I'll have the watermelon first. But if I'm going to have watermelon that day, I'll have that after I have my lemon water. And then 30 minutes later, I'll have the celery juice. So that's why you'll see in this video, I had the watermelon, but I ate like all of it all day. And then I had the celery juice kind of later at night. But normally, typically on a typical day, I wouldn't be eating that much watermelon, but I was so full from the watermelon, and I didn't want to make the celery juice just yet. So I just end up eating the whole thing. And one thing I want to say about watermelon before I move to the celery juice is a lot of people typically think of watermelon as like, oh, that sweet summer fruit that we eat when it's hot and it's really good and nice and fresh. But I don't think you guys understand the capacity of how strong and cleansing watermelon is. That is why I chose it. So as you saw in the video, I didn't eat any other fruit besides watermelon. Now, the reason why I chose watermelon was because, for one, it digests really fast within the body within like 15 minutes because it's pre-digested. And that is also why they tell you, or a lot of people that talk about food combining, why you shouldn't eat watermelon with other fruits or with other foods in general. You should always wait or eat it on an empty stomach. Because it's nothing crazy is going to happen, but it could cause some gas, some cramping, because if you think about eating something like watermelon with something which only takes 15 minutes to actually digest with something that may take a few hours, it's going to like try to push everything out when it's not really fully digested, if that makes sense. So could give you like a little bit of an upset stomach, but nothing crazy. But I wanted to do the watermelon because watermelon, I've noticed in the past, I've done watermelon juice fasts as well, where I just notice I feel so satiated. Like I feel extremely full. I feel like I don't even want to eat anything else, and I'm super cool. So I was like, okay, I'll do the watermelon. I'm going to ease off. I'll do different fasts in the future, but this time, like, I definitely wanted to do the watermelon. And also because it is such a strong fruit. When I say that, I mean that like you can have some, if you did like just a watermelon fast for a few days, you'll notice like you're gonna have some strong cleansing going on. It just really cleanses the gut, it cleanses the skin, it opens the kidneys. It helps the kidneys actually open up to filter out your lymphatic system, which is really important because a lot of us are actually dealing with a stagnant lymphatic system, and a lot of people walk around with their kidneys actually not even filtering properly. I'll have to talk about it in another video because it gets so deep. But watermelon is one of those herbs, if you are having any type of health issues, it is one of those things that really opens up all of your lymphatic vessels to help you push out any toxins, any viruses, any stagnant fats, like all of that stuff. So that is why I chose watermelon. And like I said, it also made me feel super satiated, and it was such a good watermelon juice. It was nice and sweet. So it was just so good. I didn't crave anything else. And then obviously you saw that I did the celery juice later on in the day. Normally I would do that earlier, but since I had ate a full watermelon, I wanted to make sure it was like all done, and I knew that like since it was coming later on in the day, I wanted to have my celery juice and then eventually have my tea. And then I knew it was already so late, I knew I was going to be done already it was already time to go to bed. But what I will tell you is, I know that you guys have seen, like after I did those workouts, I was so exhausted. Obviously, I don't like work out 2 hours a day all the time, but I had a lot of time to kind of do it and like really focus. And one thing I'll tell you is I had a lot more stamina while eating raw and working out. Like my body wasn't as tired as I normally am when I'm eating like other foods, other plant-based foods, but even like cooked foods. I noticed a huge difference. Even the next day, like today, healing, I don't feel sore at all. And I should have been really sore because my cousin just put me on that new workout, and it actually was hard for me. So that's another plus about like eating raw or cleansing. But I don't recommend people do like really hard workouts during any type of cleansing, but I've done this stuff before, so it was totally not a problem for me, and I wouldn't push myself over the limit to the point of exhaustion where I'm like gonna pass out. I wouldn't do anything like that. But I do recommend really resting while you do any type of cleansing and fast, and also to not be around temptation. For me, I knew I was gonna be at home. I did go to the store, but I made sure I was full before I went. That's really key. That's another tip. You have to make sure that you are full before going somewhere, whether it be a place or even a restaurant, or you don't really want to go to a restaurant, but like in case you're invited somewhere and you really need to go. But even like the grocery store, you're gonna want to pick up everything if you don't make sure that you're full before going. This way, like I remember I ate that watermelon before I went to the store, and I was so full. I actually had to go pee at the grocery store, because watermelon will do that to you. It'll definitely start cleansing out your kidneys, which will make you urinate basically. So then I had that, and I actually said I was going to take some of the supplements, but I actually didn't do any of my supplements. I felt like I was getting so much cleansing in already with the watermelon, and I was peeing like nonstop, which is a sign of just like cleansing. And I was having more bowel movements as well. And I didn't feel like I needed any of the herbs. I was just going to start them back today, which is not a big deal at all. So I held off on the herbs, but normally I do take them. But, and then I ended my night with some tea, with some chaga tea, which is super, super healthy. I will leave you guys some of the benefits here, so you can kind of see what chaga is good for. It is a super mushroom. And I also put this other bag of tea from the Yogi brand, like a detox tea, which also I really love to have on a daily basis, especially for like it has so many different herbs in one little tea bag, which I think is amazing, because it's actually like really good quality herbs that I enjoy using. So I love this specific brand, and there's no weird additives that I don't want in my tea. So I ended the night with that, and I felt after I actually had the celery juice, I actually got a lot of energy after, because before I had the celery juice, you guys, after the 2-hour workout and then the watermelon and running around, like I was exhausted. I was really tired. So I was like, maybe I'll go to sleep early tonight. But after I had the celery juice, it kind of gave me that second win, and then I was feeling really good. So I stayed up. I don't even remember what else I did. Oh, then I started doing, I didn't record it, but I started writing down some of my manifestations and things that I wanted to release, and kind of prepping for my full moon rituals. But then right before that, I end up having the tea, which just really set me like perfect. Like I just felt relaxed and ready to do some meditation. So that's when I ended up doing the full moon ritual. And then after that, I went to bed. I did a lot of journaling also, and talked about how I was feeling. And then I just went to bed, and I slept really, really good, actually. That is one thing that I do notice when I'm cleansing. Like I sleep really, really good. But I did wake up feeling like a little more hungry than normal. And for the most part, what's crazy is like when you do these types of fasts or cleanses, you realize how much you really don't need to eat. And that's the trippy part. It's all mental. There was even times, I think I had like when I went to the grocery store, I could smell like certain foods cooking. and like it makes you think that you're hungry, but you're actually like not even hungry, because even if I was so full from the watermelon that like even if I did have food that I could eat that I wanted to eat, I was so full I couldn't even eat it, if that makes sense. So so it's just kind of funny how it just makes you think like, dang, I really ate watermelon and juice and tea all day and I feel super fine. Like it really is all a mental thing. So I just think that it's super cool. But other than that, I felt great. I slept great. And yeah, I'm going to do more videos like this just to kind of show you guys like what I do, how I go about it, and just some tips that I kind of can give you guys along the way. Because I know a lot of you guys are on your healing journeys as well. And I just love to be there to be able to help guide you, especially if you're dealing with ulcerative colitis or any skin issues. Now, what I did notice is with the watermelon, in the beginning of my TSW journey, I did notice that like it was a little too strong for me to just do the watermelon. It made me like there was towards later on in my journey, I was able to do the watermelon like just juice. But in the beginning, it was so detoxing for me that like it was really kind of itchy for me. So kind of just gauge it for yourself and see what you like. If not, just do some other juices. The only greens that I basically had was the celery juice, and that actually gave me a lot of energy. So you can totally do it the opposite as well. Like you can, if you wanted to do a cleanse just like mine, you can do the lemon water and then have your celery juice and then have your watermelon in it throughout the day, and then have your tea. Totally fine. Just make sure that you wait in between those times of digestion. So wait at least a half hour in between your water and your celery juice. Wait at least a half hour to 45 minutes before you have your watermelon or eat something after that. So that's very vital and important. But I think that's all I have for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys on the next one. Like I said, let me know if you guys have any questions below. I'm gonna do another like what I eat in a day when I'm eating raw as well. So stay tuned for that, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.